Welcome to my channel. My name is George Kingori, your online finance guy. Today we are going to speak about how to get your financial breakthrough in 2023. I'm going to share a few tips that are going to help you grow in your journey to be able to be better in your financial affairs in 2023. The first thing that you need to do is pay off all bad debts. The year 2023 is a time that you will not be taking loans because you qualify for loans. It's not the time that you're going to take loans because they are convenient. Because remember, because of the convenience, it comes at a cost, and the cost is the interest rates that you're going to pay. You will not be begging Paul to pay Peter in 2023, especially if Paul is charging you higher interest than Peter. You will not be bogged down all the time. You have been frustrating all the people who are in your call box. They are being called left, right, and center. It is time to get rid of those bad debts. It does not matter whether you have cash flow or not, because I realize a lot of people get nervous when they don't have the cash flow. When they don't have the money, they become nervous. They become overwhelmed at the thought that they do not have money. And the lack of cash makes them get into loans to be able to have cash in their pockets. The people who take loans for the sake of they do not want to not have a certain amount of money in the bank. It is time to get rid of those loans, because getting rid of those loans means getting rid of those bad interest rates, penalties, and all those disappointments and things that they do to embarrass you, and allowing you to be free to be able to save the additional investments to be able to take you into a financial breakthrough in 2023. So that is the first thing that we're going to get rid of in 2023. The next thing is that you're going to learn about personal finance. If you have to be successful at something, you have to learn about it. There's so many resources out here, so many things that are going to help you in your financial journey. However, it is important to also discern, because some of these people who may be talking about financial intelligence, people who may be calling themselves financial advisors sometimes, are looking to sell you something. So be able to gauge and be able to get information that is going to help in your financial journey. If somebody is telling you send me money, that is not for your financial well-being. It is for their financial well-being. However, if somebody is helping you to be able to save more, invest more, giving you tips on what to do without needing to pocket anything from you, that is advice that you might need to consider. Learn as much as you can about finances, because people don't know about money. People think they know money, but they don't know about money. People they think they know about wealth, but they do not know about wealth. People think that they know about financial security, but all they know is the comfort of having a little shilling, but not what it means to be financially free. Learn about financial freedom. Learn especially about personal finance, because no one takes you to a class to teach you about it. People teach you about balance sheets. People don't teach you about profit and loss, but very few people talk about personal finance. What do you do as a person to improve your financial chances, to improve your wealth standing, to give you some sort of security? Get as much knowledge as possible, and you will be able to see your breakthrough. It is the same as if you're going to an interview. You go to an interview, but you have not learned about what the employer wants. You have not even done your research about what the employer looks out for. You have not done anything. So going out without any financial knowledge and hoping to be rich and hoping to be financially successful is like that person who goes to an interview room without having any knowledge of what they're trying to apply for. So it is important that you acquire as much knowledge in this 2023 as possible. Subscribe to this channel. I always share free knowledge with everyone. I always try to give tips here and there. I'm always responding to questions when I can, and I'm always helpful to help you in your financial journey. So acquire as much knowledge as possible on your finances in the year 2023. The other thing that you need to do is cut down on spending. When people are facing economic downturn, like in the year 2022, 2023, because of previous issues, global shocks here and there, high energy prices, inflation here and there, they cut down on spending. Even companies cut down on spending by cutting down on expenses. They start firing people. This is the time for austerity for companies. So why is it not time for austerity for you? Do you have to continue living the same way that you are living when the economy is becoming slower and slower, down and down, when goods are becoming more expensive and more expensive? Stop spending copious amounts of money, especially on things that you can actually avoid. Unnecessary subscriptions, a lot of entertainment, a lot of entertaining. You don't have to go out or drink with friends every other week. You don't have to do every other thing every other day. You can be able to tone down, do some austerity measures where you are. You can be able to see having yourself a bit of security, even in a financial downturn. So cut down your spending, especially spending on shiny things, spending on entertaining yourself, spending on a copious amount of luxurious things that have no financial value, financial bearing for your future. The next thing is to invest every single coin that is available in your possession. I hear people talk about having a buffer for a month or having an emergency fund. However, my school of thought is always this emergency fund, do not just keep it as cash laying in a mattress. Do not put it as cash laying in a bank account, because the temptation is real. You will have a certain urge and a certain expectation. And we are all human, we are all irrational sometimes. But the quicker you can be able to access that money, the quicker you can be able to do this irrational thing and regret this following day. You need something that we're going to give you at least a day to be able to think about it, so that it gives you a little bit of a barrier before you can be able to access it. The other question is, what kind of emergency comes that you have to pay for it now that you did not know about it? If it is a medical bill, it can wait for tomorrow. So my school of thought has always been, don't have cash laying around. Put your money in convertible investments. You can put in money market funds, you can put in government bonds that you can be able to liquidate in a week. You can be able to put in SACCO savings and all these things that you may not be able to liquidate as fast to meet any irrational human behavior habit. And that way you're able to invest all your money. Because remember, the easiest way to lose money is to look at money and have an irrational urge. So my desire is that you invest every single amount of money, because money that is not making you money is money that is laying down bare. And remember, inflation is still coming. So if you have 50,000 in your savings as your emergency fund, in a year's time, if the inflation rate is 10%, then the 100,000 you're going to need 110,000 to pay for the 100,000 worth of goods in the following year. So it is important for you to be able to invest every single coin. It is like a farmer who it has gotten to the farming season and has not planted all their seeds. How are they going to harvest if they keep some seeds? They need to put all possible seeds on the ground when it is raining, so that they can be able to have a bumper harvest in the future. It's the same with your money. You cannot keep your money and hope to grow your money. You need to invest every possible coin. And remember, every idle coin is an idle coin that is going to tempt you to do an irrational behavior. Your friend comes with a suit and you think, maybe people in my level need to have a suit. So you go and buy a suit. You did not buy because you needed the suit. You bought because your friend bought a suit, and you also got to buy a suit so that you can be in tandem. Irrational human behavior making you spend more money and become financially poor. But 2023 is going to be different, my friends. The other thing you need to understand is to be able to check out on opportunities and threats. If you are employed, what are the opportunities? If you are in IT, are you doing AI? Are you learning new things? I remember I used to work for an organization, IT manager, an old guy who did not understand new technologies, who, if the people under him went on leave, all of them, the guy would crash because he would not be able to support anything. He would not be able to do anything IT, yet he was an IT manager. He did not upgrade his skills. He did not look at the environment. What are his threats? What are the opportunities? What does he need to upgrade? What does he need to learn to become relevant? The guy becomes so rigid that he cannot be able to change jobs. Unfortunately for him, later on, the company merged with another one, and the guy lost his job. He could not get a job because his skills were irrelevant. Look at the threats and opportunities around you. You are employed. What are the opportunities for growth? Is it that you need to master? If everyone is doing a master's, what kind of master's should you be able to do? Do you do locally or abroad? Think about things that are going to give you an edge over everyone, things that are going to give you more opportunities as a person, things that are going to put you in a certain level field that is going to see you reap benefits. If it is a business, what are the opportunities that are there? The unfortunate thing with Kenyan and African businesses, everyone wants to copy everyone. I open an egg business, you also open an egg business. You do not want to identify what else can I be able to do, or what can I be able to improve on this egg business to be able to differentiate it. As long as your business can be copied, then it can be replicated, then somebody can undercut you, and that is a threat for your business. You need to understand your business, you need to understand your career, you need to understand the threats, the opportunities that are available to you. Government can wake up one day and determine that your course of business is illegal. They can wake up one day and increase taxes by 20%. You need to understand the threats and opportunities so they can be able to plan for it. And for you to break through in 2023, you need to stop sleeping. Still to sleep with your eyes open so that you can be able to see the threats, the opportunities that are available to you. The other thing you need to do is to shake off financial leashes. You know those leeches that you have. There are friends who are always around you when you are a little bit richer. When you have received your salary, there are friends who are going to hang around you. There are people who you go out on entertainment joints and they are most likely going to be asking for you to drink, for drinks. They're not going to buy you ever. They're going to ask you to buy for them. You know those people who want you to rescue all their financial misgivings. They want you to always rescue them. They're always having a problem. They always have an issue. Shake off these people. If your friendship is dependent on how much you help them, then maybe that is not a friendship you need to pursue. Because you can rescue a friend one day or the second day, but you cannot rescue them month in, month out, month in, month out. You also have the things that you need to achieve as a person. It is time to shake off these financial leeches that you have around you, and you know them. You know them. People who want you to provide them a fish every day, but they do not want to go and fish. I know of people who are so spoiled that you may open even a business for them. They work in that business for a week and then they close it because they're not interested in working and improving their lives. They're interested in free things that they can be able to get from this person and this person and this person. And if you're one of those people, the money that you're giving away is not going to a charity, it's going to a spoiled brat. So it is time making sure that the money that you give away is money that is counting. The other thing that you need to do is work smarter. This is the time to work smarter, not work harder. You do not need to stay and work for 22 hours in a day. No, my friends. You need to sleep. You need to spend time with your family. You need to have time for your hobbies. You need to rejuvenate yourself. It is not the time to die on your table. Maybe it is time that you change and do something better with what you have been doing. I remember I've worked in finance and I used to have a problem or struggle with doing monthly reconciliations, and it used to be problematic because the transactions were many, they were in different currencies, they had so many complications. But then I used to struggle and sleep in the office, especially every end month, because I need to reconcile so that we can be able to do a report. And I realized maybe there is a better way of doing it. Maybe I need to work smarter. So I started improving my skills in Excel. I started doing new things, VLOOKUP, all these things. There's so many flowery things with Excel. People think Excel is just lines on a computer, but it is a powerful tool as long as you know how to use it smarter. So every time that I was not busy, I was improving my Excel skills. Every time I was not as busy in the office, because you know yourself, there are times that you are not as busy. Try to find a way of becoming better and better. And a process that could take days started taking hours. I started finishing my work faster. So I was able to achieve a lot more in a lot shorter period of time, simply because I understood that I need to make this process a little bit more automated, a little bit more efficient. And I was able to improve my life. I was able to work smart. In 2023, it is time that you understand what do you need to do to work smarter. Because working smarter can be able to allow you to be able to achieve a lot more in a limited period of time. Because remember, we all live the same life. We all have 24 hours in a day. But how do you make your life count? How do you make your time count? What differentiates? And sometimes it is good to ask this question. You go to an interview and somebody is asking for this amount of money in a salary, and another one is asking for this amount of money in a salary. Sometimes one is double the other, and it's the same position. And then you ask yourself, so why is this person asking for double and person is asking for half of this other person? It is because of the experience. This person can be able to do a lot more than this other person because they are able to work smarter. The same number of hours, the same job, but this person is able to do a lot more things. Think about your edge. Think about working smart. Think about the things that you have been doing and struggling with and how you can be able to make them smart. Smarten your work and improve your finances. It's the same thing with investments. You don't have to spend years looking at share prices. How are they moving? Are they going up? Are they going down? Are they going like this? Are they going like that? You do not have to spend hours thinking about investments. You just need to look at information, look at how it is working, look at whether it makes sense, and be able to make a decision and move on. A lot of people spend too much time thinking. You do not have to waste too many brain cells on especially very minute things and details. It is time that you work smarter in 2023 because financial breakthrough will work for the smarter people. The other thing that you need to understand is you should be able to aim for career growth and promotion. You should have a career plan. I know a lot of people enter into career simply because they're looking for a salary. Sorry for this. You're looking for a salary. That is the major motivation in life. But I want to challenge you in 2023. Have a career plan. What do you want to become in 2023, 2024, 2025? Write it down. Do you want to grow into management? Do you want to grow and become a consultant? Do you want to grow and become an academician? Maybe you want to become a professor. So what do you need to do now? What are the stepping stones that you need to take to be able to become that person? Those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Fine, you're an assistant accountant. You want to be a finance manager. How do you get that? When you're able to answer these questions, then you can be able to plan your life. A lot of people are in careers and they do not know what they are doing. Fine, you might have studied horticulture, but now you find yourself in an accounting field. How are you able to reconcile the horticulture with the accounting bit? You need to have a career plan. By having a career plan, you're going to inform which opportunities you're going to look for, which jobs you're going to apply for, which skills you're going to prioritize, which tasks you're going to make perfect, and who is it that you're going to look for as a person who is going to help you model your career, who is going to be your mentor. You cannot go as a butcher to go and look for mentorship skills from a metal worker. You need to understand your career and where it is going. This is the time that you need to do that because career growth comes with planning. Nothing happens out of the blue. You do not wake up and you're successful. You do not wake up and you're promoted. You do not wake up and you become the manager. You need to plan consecutively. Work hard at it. Find the right mentorship. Improve your skills ready enough for that because opportunities do not come every day. But when they come, let them find you ready to take them up. The other thing that you need to do is develop your personal brand. What is your personal brand? When people look at you, what do they say? When you die today, unfortunately, what will people say in your funeral? What are the things that people will remember you for? Your work colleagues, what do they say about you? What are the values that you stand for? It is time that you start creating your brand. This is because your brand is going to separate you from the chaff. You go for an interview, the person who is most memorable is the person who is going to be made to go to the next level of interviews, not the person who looks like other accountants. So when you meet people in a networking room, what do you say about yourself? And I'm not saying that you give superfluous words and big words, but have no essence. What is your personal brand? What do you want to portray? There are people who lose opportunities because their aura and their brand looks different. For example, if you're a banker, but your aura shows a certain feel of somebody who is untrustworthy, no one will give you their money. You look untrustworthy, you look mischievous, no one will give you their money to invest for them, no matter how much you try to do in the financial field. But if you position yourself as somebody who is trustworthy, somebody who is honest, somebody who is able to do certain things in a certain way, somebody who is reliable, that is your brand. And you're able to communicate your brand, not just by speaking, but by showing, then you're able to improve your brand. The importance of a brand is this. People do not remember your titles. People do not care about who you are, but people care about the values that you bring, and especially if those values are going to meet their specific needs. So think about your brand. Ask yourself, why do certain companies, they're controlling the markets, but they still advertise? Why? Why do certain companies are they the best, they're the biggest at everything, but they still do charity events? Why? This is because they have to position themselves in a certain way so that when you go to a market and look at various products, you say, oh, I'm going to buy this product and not this product because this product, this company has been supporting this and this initiatives that I like. You brand yourself. So when somebody sees you, they know what you present and what you represent. So create your brand. Think about what you need to do, but improve your brand. Because at the end of the day, your CV is like any other CV, but what stands out is what's going to make you better in 2023. The other thing that you need to do is have a passive income source. Passive income, the beauty about passive income is you make money without having to put time and effort. You do not put time to make that money. You're sleeping and money is coming in. So what are those things? You're collecting rent, you're having interest income, you're having money from money market funds, the interest that you're gaining. It's money that is coming in without you putting effort. Think about, how can I make money when I don't have to put time and effort? Because remember, we will not always be young. We will not always be employed. Our business will not always be working. So how do we make money? How do we make money without having to put the time and effort? Think about that. Sometimes you can be able to cheat the system. If you are a musician, and this is why sometimes I talk about undue advantage. There are people who have undue advantage without knowing it. There are people who have it good without knowing it. If you are talented, my friends, you have it good because talent is not distributed to everyone. You can be able to sing, you can be able to release a song, you can be able to collect royalties, you can be able to perform on weekends, you can be able to perform in birthdays on weekends. That is an income stream that no one else can be able to access. You can be able to create a film. This film can be able to be watched by people. This film can be able to be watched freely. This film can be able to allow you to be able to do projects for businesses, can be able to allow you to be able to make income from online, YouTube, and all these things. That is your unfair advantage. You are a speaker. You speak well. You're a good orator. You can be able to speak and people listen. You can be able to have speaking engagements where you are paid. This is your undue advantage. Find a way of looking at your undue advantage and talent to be able to make money, and especially if you don't have to appear physically. If you can be able to do something and it makes money for you continuously, you're doing well. You can write a book. You write a book and you're selling without being there. You slept and somebody in Scandinavia bought your book. My friends, do you know the first times I started making passive income, I was very excited. I remember there was a time I slept and I had 90 euros. It is not a lot of money for a lot of people. But when you receive a notification that you have received 90 euros for something that you did months ago, and you're going to receive even more money in the future, it is beautiful. Let me tell you, there's no sweet money as passive income. Money that you did not anticipate, money that you are not working for now, and you receive money for it later. Nothing as beautiful as that. No one can beat that. Start looking for passive incomes in 2023. This is because it may not be a lot in the beginning, but it adds up, especially when you put consistent effort and you're able to market your work and you're able to do all these other things. You are able to generate income that is going to see you go places. I hope that you are learning, my friends. You are growing and you become better in your financial endeavors. In 2023, we need to hear testimonies of what you are doing, because I can speak years and years in this channel, but if I'm not changing lives, then I'm doing nothing. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment and let me know that you are hearing and you are available. Suggest in the comments the topics that you want us to share and to speak about, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you and enjoy the day.